She was featured putting her feet up on the car seat as she showed off nearby sites, including Pont Alexandre III and the Pont des Invalides bridges. The video appears to show her heading towards Pont de Alma Bridge, which is next to the Pont de Alma Tunnel, where Princess Diana, Dodi Fayed, and their driver Henry Paul tragically died in a car accident in August of 1997. One of the most watched funerals in the world. So you don't not know this, okay? Because around 2.5 billion people watched that funeral, me included, like a lot of people. We saw it. We know what happened. It was major breaking news all around the world. People definitely of Meghan's age know about Diana and where she died. We have the history. Don't try to act stupid. You are making stupid choices. Don't act to go along with your stupid choices. Don't act stupid too, okay? Quickly prompted widespread criticism for its alleged insensitivity, but it apparently angered no one more than Prince William himself. On Tuesday, a palace source told royal celebrity reporter Rob Shutter that the 43-year-old prince saw the clip and went white with anger and is now livid beyond words. To him, it wasn't just bad taste. It was a personal desecration. It really was. It was a personal desecration. You putting your feet up, going towards that tunnel, says a lot of things symbolically. And Meghan doing that as the daughter-in-law of Diana shows no concern for what her actions could have prompted. You could have videoed being there. You could have gone there. You could have driven through the tunnel. You could have driven all around the tunnel, had several loop arounds, whatever. But you don't post it. You don't post it. Look at now how William sees this. There's no way back for Harry ever. Like, Meghan has put the cherry on top of William never, ever accepting Harry with Meghan back into the family. She has made it very solid that she's not going back. And you almost have to think, could this have been done on purpose to make it even more difficult for Harry to go back? Could it have been done on purpose to really dig the knife in and to really make sure that the royal family, especially William, didn't like you anymore? Because you wanted no way for Harry to be able to reconcile with William. Because it almost comes down to, well, you did this to your husband, and I'm sure he's upset about it, but he's your husband. But then you do it to your husband's brother, his mother. You are doing something in a very vindictive way. You are trying to cross a line on purpose, because this is how I see it as being intentional. Now, look, I don't know much about Paris. I've been there to the tunnel once. I don't know much about a lot of locations, but with guidance of the internet and a little bit of research, I looked up some things, and this is what I saw. Now, if I'm wrong, let me know. I don't want to be wrong, but from what I saw, this is what I surmised from that.
As an update to this story, we now know that Meghan actually requested to go to Paris to be there and was not asked to come. So clearly she wanted to make some kind of statement by going to Paris, not just to support a friend. Come on, we know that is not the reason. Meghan specifically wanted to go to Paris. Now we know this, as the designer has come out and told us this. So you have to ask yourself, considering that Harry and Meghan, for that matter, had always talked about not going to Paris because of what happened to Harry's mother. You have to ask yourself then, why would she go to Paris willingly, request to go, knowing about her husband's feelings about Paris? It is very likely that Meghan planned this trip, and she planned to stay in a hotel not far from where Diana died in that tunnel. Meghan has revealed herself. From the new information that we have found out now about Meghan requesting to go to Paris and to go to the Balenciaga show, she was in full control of her itinerary and what she was going to do. Now let's watch the information that I talked about in my video a few days ago.
I saw that Meghan was at the Balenciaga show right here, wearing the white. This is when the first time we saw her, she was wearing this white outfit. This was at the fashion show, yada, yada. But then not far from that fashion show, you'll see the Sugar restaurant where Meghan went for the after party, where she went, where there were a bunch of influencers, and this was apparently this is a restaurant where you can eat, and it's not far from the fashion show. So you would assume, yeah, they are going to go somewhere that was close to where the fashion show was. But when you look at where Meghan actually stayed, she stayed at the Hotel Plaza Athene, and that hotel is a 4-minute walk to the Pont de Alma, where Diana died, not far from the Eiffel Tower. My question is, if you're going to stay in Paris, why are you not staying at closer proximity to where the event is being held that you're attending? Because the event was held here at 40 Rue de Sèvres. At least that's what I found on the internet. If I'm wrong, tell me. And the Sugar restaurant is not far from there. Only about a couple of minutes drive. So if you take the two main points where Meghan obviously had outfits for these two events, why is she staying at a hotel that is a little about 24-minute drive away from where the two events are being held? She stayed north of these two locations. She stayed closer in her hotel to where Diana died than to where her events were that she was attending. So to me, that sounds premeditated, because you would expect someone to stay closer to their venue. There was the Hotel des Invalides, which is closer to the venue where Meghan was staying at, and is a five-star hotel. So why is she staying at a hotel that is much further away from her venues, but closer in walking distance to where Diana died? That sounds premeditated to me. That sounds like she wanted to be somewhere in Paris, not far from where Diana passed, because of her obsession, because of her clear calculating behavior, you see. And what William has expressed is a desecration of where Diana died. Putting your feet up as if you are showing, here I am, I'm cozy, I'm comfortable, I'm relaxed, and literally in the same seat position as where Diana died, in the back seat passenger side of the car that she was in. It's almost like she planned it to look like, here I am visiting and watching where Diana passed away, as a look at me, I'm now taking over for you, Diana. You are no longer here. This is where you died. This is where I pick up and carry on.